Into the turnbuckle he goes. And out comes Jimmy Freeman. Taking his time, I guess, waiting and allowing these two to continue to soften each other up and continue beating on each other. And Nate the Great with a big left hand on Thrash Kincaid. Oh, what a chop! You can hear that all the way over here. All right, Nate's asking for the quiet of the crowd. Oh my gosh! There's going to be a handprint on that boy's chest. What a chop! Oh, and a back elbow right on the chin. Shoots him off into the ropes. Out comes, and a big flying back elbow by Nate the Great just levels Thrash Kincaid. And Nate the Great continuing his assault. Belly to back suplex, executed perfectly. And again, Nate the Great continuing the dominance. Oh, doesn't quite get him over, almost went through the ropes. But Nate the Great is certainly in control of this matchup, with Jimmy Freeman just kind of hanging around outside. I'm not sure exactly why he won't get in the ring. And Nate just stomping and punching on Thrash Kincaid. A great show on tap for you tonight, and it's starting off with this great match. And fans solidly behind Nate the Great. And a left hand, looked like right between the eyes. And another one right between the eyes. One more just for good measure. And Nate the Great and Thrash Kincaid, looks like they gouged each other's eyes. But Thrash is headed over towards Nate in the corner. And a headbutt by Thrash. I think it hurt Thrash more than it did Nate. Shoots him off into the corner. He goes in hard. And Thrash coming in hard. And comes in with his back elbow. And that definitely had some effect on Nate the Great. A right hand by Thrash. There's another right hand right between the eyes. And I think the next one out is Mr. Sexy Time, as Nate was just viciously thrown into the corner. So Jimmy Freeman still waiting outside, who's just attacked by Mr. Sexy Time. And Thrash just stomping a hole in Nate the Great. Now Jimmy Freeman enters the ring courtesy of Mr. Sexy Time, and he's greeted by Thrash with a right hand. As Mr. Sexy Time and Jimmy Freeman are squaring off, and Thrash and Nate continue their battle. Thrash trying to get Nate the Great up and over the rope, as is Mr. Sexy Time trying to get Jimmy Freeman over the top rope. And he may just have him. And Nate has turned the tables, giving himself a little bit of a breather. Mr. Sexy Time with a boot to the midsection and drives a shoulder into Jimmy Freeman. While Nate the Great is taking his time methodically on Thrash Kincaid. Oh, and Thrash drives a shoulder, another shoulder into the midsection of Nate. Mr. Sexy Time has got Jimmy Freeman just about over the top rope, but ends up putting him in, looks like a sleeper. Jimmy Freeman's got Mr. Sexy Time in a sleeper hold. And Thrash with a suplex on Nate the Great. Now this sleeper isn't going to help Jimmy Freeman at all if Mr. Sexy Time ends up going to sleep, because he's got to go over the top rope. Meanwhile, Thrash Kincaid just watching that action, which is allowing Nate the Great time to recover. And Mr. Sexy Time just driving his derriere into the midsection of Jimmy Freeman, who's out. And now they've switched partners. Now it's Mr. Sexy Time on Nate the Great and Thrash Kincaid on Jimmy Freeman. And Mr. Sexy Time just going to town. Just going to town on Nate the Great. Oh, and just stomps him right in the face. Meanwhile, Jimmy Freeman is up on top of Thrash Kincaid and trying to Hurricane Rana him out of the ring. I don't think that's going to happen. Thrash is just too big and too powerful for Jimmy Freeman for that to happen. But Jimmy Freeman now just Hurricane Rana's. Nice scissor leg scissor takeover, but doesn't get him out of the ring. And now Nate the Great and Mr. Sexy Time exchanging punches in the corner. And Jimmy Freeman just beating the snot out of Thrash Kincaid. In is the largest man of NWWA, Mr. C.W. Bergstrom. And he just clotheslined Mr. Sexy Time into next week. I mean, that was a vicious clothesline. And Mr. Sexy Time's going to feel that for a long time. So now we've got 5 in the ring as Jimmy Freeman and Nate the Great are working over Thrash Kincaid. Bergstrom picks up Mr. Sexy Time and drops him right on his back. Oh! And just washes the face of Thrash Kincaid with the foot of Jimmy Freeman. C.W. Bergstrom and Nate the Great working on Mr. Sexy Time. And out comes Thrash Kincaid, and he's clotheslined by Nate the Great. Bergstrom has got Mr. Sexy Time in the corner with a pretty hard chop. He's going to do it again, it looks like. Oh my gosh, you can hear that from here. All right, now we've got Jimmy Freeman and Nate the Great in the ring, along with C.W. Bergstrom and Mr. Sexy Time. I don't know if Thrash Kincaid was thrown over the top rope. I don't know if he's been eliminated yet. And now they're just trading blows on Mr. Sexy Time. All right, Nate the Great's got Mr. Sexy Time up. Here comes Jimmy Freeman. And a big splash on Mr. Sexy Time, who's now prone in the ring. And I think they may be setting him up for... Oh, nice. Landed right on the money. Bergstrom's got Thrash Kincaid by the beard, helping him back into the ring as Jimmy Freeman and Nate the Great continue their work on Mr.